Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay. So today we would be discussing about verse chapter 8, verse number 16. So Indira Mataji, would you like to recite? Indira Mataji, can you recite?
1 minute.
Sure, Mataji, sure. Is it visible, Mataji, for you on the screen?
No, I have to take my
Specs? Okay, Mataji, sure, no problem. Or you can read from book as well, if you have it handy.
Okay.
Chapter 8, verse number 16.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji, please go.
Brahma bhuvanaloka punaravartito Arjuna mamupetu tu kaunteya punarjanmana vidyate. Translation. From the highest planet in the material world down to the lowest, all are places of misery, wherein repeated birth and death take place. But one who attains to my abode, O son of Krishna Kundi, never takes birth again. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji, so much. So in this verse, if you see, Krishna is telling Arjuna a very prominent principle, that from the highest planet in the material world down to the lowest, means from Brahmaloka till Sutal, Patal, Talatal, Rasatal, right? All the 14 planets. He's saying all are places of misery, wherein repeated birth and death keeps on taking. But one who attains to my abode, O son of Kunti, he never takes birth again. Okay. So now, if you reflect a bit on this, you see there are, I know, as we say, kabhi khushi, kabhi gum. So there are always happiness and grief in every situation, in every house, in every society, in every nation, and similarly in every universe, and in every planet. So if we start from the very foundation, if you see in this material world, for a common person, what is happiness? For example, having a good husband is a very big thing, getting, especially nowadays. Getting a good wife, getting good children, getting a good house, roti kapda makan, as we say. Having good, good steps in the business, having a super health. Health is also a very good thing, very prosperous in our life when we talk about health, because if we don't have a good health, there's no question of happiness in our life. If we talk about aristocrat families, someone has BMW, someone has Mercedes, and all other very expensive cars. So does that mean they don't have any sorrow in their life, they don't have any grief, they are always happy? Does that mean? No, they have their own challenges, they have their own issues. Likewise, here Krishna is talking about the foremost, that is Brahmaloka, the place where Brahmaji resides. And who is Brahmaji? Brahmaji is no one else but the first citizen of the entire creation. As in a nation, the first citizenship is given to a president, that first citizen. Likewise, Brahmaji is the first citizen of the entire creation, because after that, he creates after everything. Means sarga, visarga. Means visarga thing is done by Brahmaji. So Krishna is telling that even if you are able to obtain that Brahmaloka, even then you have to face happiness and sorrow. Happiness and sorrow and grief will come to your life, even if you attain that Brahmaloka. That's why Krishna is saying, A Brahma Bhuvana Loka Pundra Avartino Arjuna. And if you see in the purpose, Srila Prabhupada wrote very beautifully that attaining Brahmaloka is not a big thing. Attaining Brahmaloka is a outcome of an activity, right? For example, as Prabhupada writes that if, as it is mentioned in Chandogya Upanishad, if you are able to perform the Vidya Panchagni activity perfectly, you get as a result, you get the fruit as Brahmaloka. It's done. But in comparison to getting Krishna's abode is not a result of any activity. There is no activity in this world. There is no devotional step. There is no devotional service which you can perform and can say, no, I will, out of this, the result would be getting Krishna's abode. No, because Krishna's abode can be obtained by Krishna's mercy only. There's no other way. That's why, if you see, from as there are very many divisions till Brahmaloka. If we see this division in this material world, as I said, a person who has money, who has wealth, who has intelligence, who has good wife, children, who has a good family, everything good business. So people consider themselves as very happy, very lucky, right? So it is considered that whatever amount of happiness you have, right, more than that, 100 times more happy are the demigods who stay in Martya Lokaha. Martya Devta Lokaha, we say, right? There is a Lokaha which is known as Martya Demigods Lokaha, where such demigods stay who are means whose name that the name of that Loka is Martya demigod Lokaha. Why it is, and who are Martya demigods? Martya demigods are those demigods who perform pious activities and go to that loka and reside there till when Shine Punne Martilokam Vishanti. Till the point when their pious activities, the results of pious activities are existing, they reside over there. And once the result, a profit and loss statement is done, it becomes zero, you come down. Shine Punne Martilokam Vishanti. That's why Shukdev Maharaj says, Tavat samodate swarge yav punyam samapayate. Shina punya patati arvakah chanaha kala chalitaha. You go modate swarge, you enjoy the fruits of heaven. And how much? Yavat punyam samapayate. As long as your punya, your pious activities are there. And once your punya is shina punyaha, patati arvakah nichanaha kal chalitaha. That once your pious activities are done, then even if you don't desire, without your desire, no one would ask. Without your desire, patati arvakah anichanaha kal chalitaha. And then from that heaven, from that loka, you have to come down. There is no choice. Again, you have to come down to this material world. So this is about Martya Devta. So whatever happiness, the amount of happiness Martya Devta Lok has, 100 times more than that, there is another Loka which is known as Azan demigods Lokaha. Azan. Azan demigods, which type of demigods stay there? People, those who get the body of a demigod in the very beginning of the Kalpaha. In one Kalpaha, how many Manvantaras are there? Hare Krishna.
14.
14 manvantras. In one kalpa, there is 14 manvantras. So as soon as a kalpa starts, these people become demigods at the very beginning of the kalpa. So they stay as a demigod till this entire kalpa finishes, means gets destroyed. So whatever happiness these people have, 100 times more happiness Indra has, means in Indra lok, means a heaven which we consider as heaven, which we tell very common language, that Indra lok has 100 times more happiness than Azan demigod lokaha. And whatever happiness Indra loka has, 100 times more Brahma loka has, right? And then whatever happiness Brahma loka has, 100 times more than that, those people get happiness who are mukta jivaha. Who are people, those who are nitya siddhaha, nitya devotees, like Prahlad Maharaj, like Shukdev Goswami Maharaj. These are mukta jivaha. They are free from all Maya of Krishna. So they are 100 times more happier than Brahmaloka. And it is considered, and beyond this also, the happiness which we get by attaining Krishna's abode, that is unlimited. You cannot compare with anything. So getting Krishna's abode is unlimited and endless. That's why Krishna says that once you obtain me, you no need to obtain anything else, because you have obtained the last, and beyond this is nothing else. That's why, see, what sort of happiness we will get by obtaining Krishna's abode, we cannot think of, because our happiness is situation based. That's why if we don't have a apple to eat, if we get an apple, we become very happy. If on a Sunday feast we get a gulab jamun, we become very happy. But after eating, after 10 minutes, after half an hour, that happiness goes away. Oh yeah, I ate. But again, if I would have got another one, I would have felt more better. So all these happinesses are circumstance based, but not endless. But Krishna is saying that once you obtain my abode, the happiness that you will get is endless. That doesn't have any quantity, it's just qualitative. So that is why Krishna is saying that even if you attire for, even if you try acquiring Brahmaloka, even that is useless, because at a point of time, even Brahmaloka will get devastated. Even Brahmaloka will get destroyed. So that is why Krishna is saying that whatever karmas you are doing, give it to me, perform it for me, so that you don't get entangled with the fruits of your karma. That's why we should pray that wherever we reside, we don't need, Brahmaloka or heaven or this Martyaloka or Patal Loka, nothing we need. We just need Krishna's mercy. Because with Krishna's mercy only, we can reach to his abode. That's why in Bhagavatam, very beautifully it is said that Bhave Bhave Yatha Bhakti Padayostav Jayate Tatha Kurushva Devesha Nathastvam no Yat Prabho. That Krishna is saying that people should acquire this attitude, this behavior, that they should have this feeling, because only the pure devotees have this feeling, that they think that wherever I am, in whichever condition I am, wherever you put me, but whatever you do with me, I don't care. But only give me padayostava jayate. That only give me your mercy, the nectar of your lotus feet. That's all that we want. That's why on this, Goswami ji very beautifully quotes saying, Jehi Joni Karama Basa Brahmahi Taha Taha Ishu Deu Yaha Hamahi Sevak Hama Swami Siyanahu Tata Yaha और निभाऊं, कि wherever I am as per my karmas, wherever I am, in whichever loka, in whichever yoni I am, just what I need is Sevakaham Swami Siyanahu. Let me be your servant and you be my master. And my brain, my consciousness should always abide you. That's all that I need. So, in this way only, the secret, which when Krishna is telling that only by obtaining me, obtaining my abode, you cannot go back. You will not be, you won't require to go back. The secret behind this line is that how can we obtain Krishna? Only by our devotional service. Now, Krishna has told that only by coming to me, you won't go back. But how can we go to Krishna's abode? That's the question. Because in Chandogya Upanishad, it has been said that, okay, Panchagni yajna you do, you attain Brahmaloka. That's fine. But what is the path? What is the secret? What is the key to attain Krishna's abode? And the secret is that only if we do an unalloyed devotional service towards Krishna, that is the only secret, that's the only key to attain Krishna. Because beyond that, there is nothing else. Because as beyond Krishna's abode, there is nothing else, because that's a place of unlimited happiness. Likewise, the only unalloyed devotional service can lead us to that place. And without, because achieving Krishna's abode is not a result, not a fruit of any other activities. You cannot do anything. That's why we just have to pray, right? As you know, as you might have seen in the cartoons which contain glasses, it is written. There's a tagline written that's it's handle with care. Huh? It's fragile, handle with care. So someone said our life is also like that. Life life is fragile, handle with prayer and not care, because we don't have that much capability to care ourselves. That's why our life is fragile, handle with prayer. So if we handle ourselves with Krishna's prayer, so that day will not be far when we will also become eligible to attain Krishna's abode. Okay, so with this, I conclude. Hare Krishna. If any Mataji or Prabhuji has any questions, they can ask, or else we are good to depart. Hare Krishna.